here today to talk about one of my favorite designers that I feel honestly so privileged to work with, Janavi. They are an absolutely esteemed textile company, creator. They did all high-end textiles before they went into personal accessories based in India. Some of the absolute best handwork comes out of India. It's a cultural trade there. Artisans just know what to do, and their color sense is just fantastic. And what's nice about this company is that I can work in small batches and customize things for the store. So I do, of course, buy some of the products that the samples that they have in the showroom just as they are because they're stunning. But then I also like to change a few things, tweak a few things just to make it, what I feel is like special for our specific store. So some of you are familiar with their coral reef motifs, which are really, really stunning. This one we have had before, but it's worth looking at again because it is so beautiful. So it's on this absolutely stunning coral background. They mix embroidery that has so much depth. Their embroidery often incorporates more than one color, almost like a painterly quality of shading. And then beautiful embellishment. I love this jellyfish, has some little beads and some sequins, but they are really, and then it's different on the other side. So they really do, this is what the whole edge of the bottom looks like. Incredible. They're just really, really special pieces. And I love that they're oblong. It makes them much easier to wear, in my opinion, than a square. I love square scarves. I have plenty, but the oblong are the ones I generally am reaching for. So this was an embroidery motif that we'd had before on a different colored background. I love this one as well. It's a little bit more subtle colors, like a little bit more European, softer colors. And I had them put it on this gorgeous lavender, and I just think it is so beautiful. So again, lavender is an unusual color. And I think about all of the millions of beautiful white blouses from casual to dressy that we have in our closets. So with something like this, I really think about how you can make that like stunning. Of course, you could wear this over more than white. It would look great on cream, beige, navy, so many things. But like our simple solid blouses, those two shawls in particular really look fantastic. This was one they had in the showroom that was just literally perfect as it is. And it's nice and lightweight. This embroidery is spaced out, but it's throughout the entire shawl. So I'll come closer, but you can see the motif, first of all. It's resort without being cutesy, which I also love. It's sophisticated resort. Let me get up close. This is all embroidered. This is not printed. This is thread that has been sewn through this beautiful, beautiful shawl. So they have this color combination in the showroom. I'm like, well, blue and white is always perfection. But then I said the motif is so great and so wonderful for Palm Beach that I had them make it in this with the coral background. This color is just so delicious. And I kept it sophisticated by doing the embroidery in white and beige. So again, this would look incredible over like an all cream outfit, all white outfit. You could certainly put it with like a white t-shirt and white jeans and just make it a little bit more casual. I could really see these also in, New England in the summer, Nantucket, Martha's Vineyard, Cape, etc. They're just really lovely, kind of seaside coastal motif, but done in a very sophisticated way, because sometimes it can get a little not so sophisticated. They've also recently started doing some printed shawls, and what's really fabulous about their prints are already gorgeous, sophisticated, etc. But then because of all of the handwork that they have access to by the artisans that they work with, they will do embroidery and embellishment over the print. And what I love, love, love about them as a buyer is that I have a lot of creativity, but I can simply say to them, do subtle, beautiful embellishment on the print, and I trust completely. I mean, they'll send me a CAD makeup, but I trust completely that it's going to be fantastic because they're just so skilled. So this was a beautiful print they had in the showroom, and then I said, I love the print. It's really gorgeous, of course. It's just like an ode to chinoiserie. They call it bird song. It's stunning. But then I said, let's just give it a little bit something special. And so they've added subtle embroidery throughout. So it's not everywhere. You can see this little sparkly bird. And the way they do it, it's just so simple and gorgeous. I hope this is translating in the video. I also really hope you're able to come in person and see them, because They're truly works of art, but they're very wearable. And this is very lightweight. Obviously, what I'm wearing, should have worn a solid, y'all, sorry. But they're very wearable too. Like, it's not this massive thing. You can wear it as a wrap, of course, which would be stunning if you want it to be a bit dressier. But again, this is something I see with a beautiful navy dress, or I see it with like a casual pair of navy pants and a great crisp, white cotton blouse. So love, love, love these. I also my mother's very, very chic, and she wears a scarf almost every single day. And she lives in Maine, where it's not, people don't get as dressed, but she's pretty dressed up for Maine. But she just puts it together, and she wears like beautiful, simple clothing, like a great pair of like jeans are very common up there, but like a nice pair of jeans, a beautiful simple sweater, and then she'll throw on like a stunning scarf. And she just always looks so effortless and chic. And I think that has really infiltrated my whole psyche of how to dress. Obviously, she's one of my fashion role models. This is another print that's just beyond gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I love that there is some black in this, but that it's not black, because this is stunning overall black, like incredible. And again, I asked them to add subtle embellishment, and I have to show you because it's so amazing. So we have just a little bit going throughout the flowers, and I love how they do it in the self color so that it's not garish at all. Got a little bit on that butterfly, but then I love how like you have a lot of flat in between with no embellishment. One of my favorite treatments that they did are these stems at the very bottom. So with these like lotus-like flowers, they did the stems, not the flower itself, but then just a few little pieces in the flower. Like, it's just so artistic and so chic. And then I have to show you the butterfly because it's the cutest. All right, where's my butterfly friend? Oh, here he is. Okay. There's different butterflies, but this one is so adorable. So they did just a little bit, and they made his little body part here, which I should know what that's called, but I don't. A little squiggly. It's just so sweet, but also so sophisticated. Like, I love it. And I love, again, that it's something like you probably haven't seen before. And again, these are so light. This is like a nothing, and you don't have to worry about the embellishment snagging. Sometimes embellished shawls are really heavy, makes them difficult to wear. But these are so, so wearable, which is also what I just really love about them. They're easy. They also make fantastic, fantastic gifts. This one I did not have any embellishment added to because I just think it's just fabulous. This idea is called photo negative. So they have the photo negative print. It's the same print that's at the bottom in the like crisp print, and then they have the photo negative larger version of it up here. So it's nice because if it was like this crisp print all over, it might be a little like too much and overpowering. And it also is just sophisticated to have like the two concepts intermingling. It's kind of like an idea of like an ombre, but done with a print, which I love. And I love that it's just something that you don't see. It's really like, it's just really sophisticated. You may see it from like high-end design houses like Etro and places like that, which they make a lot of things for them. So yeah, but it's so pretty. I love this one. It's hard to find things that have pops of red. When I travel, I like to wear a lot of black and white and then like pop it with some red accessories. So this is a great, that's a great one for traveling. I really love that one as well. And we've been seeing a lot of like a vanilla butter color. I buy what I think is beautiful and what I think will translate to you all. We're not overly trend driven at Mildred Hoyt. We're very classic. I also think trends are not necessarily something that we should be following, but I do pay attention to color. So I have been seeing this gorgeous sort of like, it's like a stronger ivory. It's like a vanilla. So this has a print, and then it has these stunning applique butterflies that are made out of a different fabric throughout the shawl. And we happen to have this same stunning vanilla color from Kinross that just came in, both in cashmere and cotton. But if you'll bear with me 1 second, I'll go grab it. So this is our garter funnel sweater from Kinross, which is one of our favorite. There are a lot of new colors. This is the vanilla color. They also did this color in cashmere. So if you're a cashmere girly, we have that too. But look how gorgeous this is on here. It's such a yummy color. It's a very European color, but it's sometimes people can't wear ivory. It has a little bit more guts, but it's not yellow. It's kind of like this nice in between, and it's a very flattering neutral, but it's unexpected. It's sophisticated. We also have one more that has dogs on it that I have on display over here, so bear with me one more second. This one is so fun. So it's on a navy blue background. So again, this is what I was talking about. Simple Foxcroft navy blue blouse, simple pull-on casual pants. Put this fabulous scarf on. I gotta come close so you can see this. This cutie is all embroidered. Then there are rhinestone little doggies throughout as well, more embroidered. And it's just the sweetest thing. Like, I love the little subtle sparkle. I love the mixture of sparkle with the embroidery, but then I also love that it's on a really sophisticated color like navy. So it's not, it's cute, but it's sophisticated, which is a really, it's a hard thing to mix together. We have some other ones that are beautiful. They're just full out sparkle. We have beautiful ones that we've had from past deliveries that we have a few of left. I mean, these fly out of here. So make sure that you click through. I just wanted to make sure I showcased some of the brand new options. And if you have any questions, just give us a call. We would obviously love for you to come in and model them for us. So thank you so much. Bye.